Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to get started on the Black Series Bo-Katan from Star Wars, The Mandalorian, a Star Wars story. Um, yeah, this is I don't know where to begin with this because I am, like I said, I'd say it all the time, I'm a casual Star Wars fan. But I really like Bo-Katan's character. I really like the way the Mando story made me more immersed. I love the Clone Wars, so I felt like I needed to get Bo-Katan, and it was pretty dope. The toy is actually pretty fun, so I decided to review it. It's going to be a short and sweet one as far as the rest of my stuff goes, because it's very simple with the Black Series stuff, but I had a lot of fun, and considering I don't have much to compare to with her, it's one of those things where I'm just going to have a good time getting on camera, posing her up, talking about some stuff. First things first, let's strip her of most of her accessories like her jetpack, her helmet. I'm going to keep the blasters in because I don't want to lose them as I try to take them out. But I gotta honestly say, this looks really good. It's not one of those things where the face sculpt looks too bad. It's not far too shiny. It came out really nice in my opinion. All it needs is a flat coat and maybe some touch up, and it'll be perfect. But I think it actually does look like her. Now, as far as articulation goes, from what I can tell with most Black Series, a lot of them are single jointed and do not have bicep swivel, which is the standard. I would like more of that stuff, especially because it's actually hidden really well here in her cut. So her having a bicep swivel would have been exceptional, but I get what they're aiming for with the aesthetic. And again, I'm a casual fan. I don't think I get too much of that pointing out. But we do get a 90-degree angle in terms of turning our arm. We can hit that 90-degree angle. It's not double jointed. Both our hands, left and the right, move on a vertical hinge as opposed to a horizontal one, because with blaster hands, you want to be able to point your blaster perfectly. As far as our head articulation, we actually get a lot of it here with her to create a lot of expression. And even with her helmet on, I can just pop that on actually very easily. She looks utterly fantastic and moves with no issue. I really do like that. So as we rotate our arms up to hit our T-pose, we can't get perfectly up due to our shoulder pads tucking in, so we don't get a straight T-pose, but we get a pretty decent one. Ab crunch goes backwards for a reverse, looking pretty nice. We can tilt ever so slightly to the sides, and no real crazy crunch forward, so that's not possible. As far as our leg articulation, we can go up. We are single jointed, but we do get a nice, very much L 90 degrees. We have a very generous ankle pivot. I don't think that's ever going to be an issue with 90% of the Hasbro toys, as you can see here. And we do have thigh swivel as well. The armor doesn't get too much in the way either, even when posting it up. So let's try to do some quick posing, see what we can get out of her. I think most of her best posing will come from Mando-like poses, as you either use your blasters or, pose her up in really cool formation ways. Excuse me. So even as I have her posted up here, I want to make sure I get that ankle right. Yeah, like even cool crouching poses or cool battle-like poses look really, really good on her, as you can see right here. She doesn't have any other weapons, so it looks pretty bland. But I tried to catch it. Even in a crazy cool setup, I think this will work out actually really, really well. So, I mean, again, this is a very simple figure that actually came out really, really nice. But again, if you're a hardcore fan, I'm pretty sure you'll point out things that I don't know very well about this. Like, for instance, I think one thing I did catch was they actually skimped out on her jetpack. They didn't give her thrusters like everybody else, or maybe hers are different. I really don't know. But I would have liked a little effect part for the thruster on the engine. This can just peg right back into her back. Her helmet is actually very, very nice. Helmet-wise, I think she's really nice. I think the paint job is done really well. It looks perfectly weathered. Looks really nice and battle-worn. And the visor actually comes down. This is a great piece. Oh, just to make sure, I want to show you guys that face sculpt again. Again, I think it looks really good. But again, I could be wrong. But I'm also thinking of it as a combination of both the Black Series and a combination of the actual live action. I just think we have that nice, perfect blend for her. Let's zoom back out. I'm going to pop this helmet on. I'm going to talk about her blasters. I think these are the only thing that I think these came the least detailed. Again, see, I was worried it would fall out and I would lose it. I'm glad it only fell behind. But yeah, this is not a very detailed blaster, and that's totally fine because you can weather it up, paint it up, give it a black wash, whatever it is you choose to do. But for those of you that are aiming for both accuracy and want that built into the toy, hopefully we'll get an SHF that gets it right, or a Mafex, right? And these just snug right back in. You'll get 2 of those. And I think that about covers our quick review of Bo-Katan. But before I do anything else, I'm going to take a quick break and gather up a bunch of stuff that I'm going to get in a size comparison for her. So let's get that started. Alright guys, now we're going to jump into size comparison, see what Bo-Katan's got going on compared to some other Black Series and some other SHF stuff, as well as other lines. So I guess I want to start off with Black Series. First things first, let's start off with her mortal enemy at this time, by the time we're in The Mandalorian, is Moff Gideon. So here's Moff Gideon with her. As you can see, he's only a tad bit bigger, even with her helmet on. And I want to point out that while he does come with the Darksaber, she can actually hold it with no problem. It's one of my favorite things to do. I took a ton of photos like that. As you can see here, she can hold the Darksaber with no issue. So let's move this out of the way. Next up, let's do a Black Series Mando. So we're going to do Black Series Mando. As you can see, he is much, much bigger. He's way, way bigger. But it does look, all 3 of them look good. I think Moff's a little too small, but they look good together. So let's get rid of these guys. Let's start with our next batch. Oh, the Armorer. How about that? So we have our Black Series Armorer. Then we have let's do one of the Bad Batch. We'll do Hunter. And we have a lot of variety in style here. But I think she actually works really well with either side, whether it's Clone Wars stuff or it is the Mando stuff. Then we have a Death Watch / Loyalist, depending on whatever continuity you're in at this point. Sorry, not continuity. Yeah, that was the wrong choice of words. Whichever time we're using, because technically it all depends. Then we have, let's do Ahsoka Tano. And I have the older one and the younger one somewhere, but I cannot find my younger one right now. But as you can see, she stacks up pretty well. I like how this looks. Now we're going to do a mix and match of some, more Black Series. I forgot. So here, we have a droid, a battle droid. This is the heavy version from the GameStop release, who won't stand because I took him straight out of the packaging. He's actually really big. So I'm going to remove him. But then I want to talk about the Mando Stormtroopers, because I love these guys. These guys actually came out really, really well. And they're a little bigger. And then we have the Clone Troopers. And please don't mind Riley. He's been a jerk all day, and he's being a jerk now. So here is a Clone Trooper as well. As you can see, these guys actually look really good with her. She doesn't look too small, but she actually does look like she works out really well with these guys. And these are both Black Series. Now we're going to mix it up with some SHF stuff. So here's an SHF New Hope Stormtrooper. Right? Then we'll do, an SHF Luke. And I may have to take a break to do some more bonus content, because I realized there's a lot more guys that I didn't break out. So let's take a quick break and I'll jump back into it right now. So moving forward with the next batch, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have Anakin. Both are the Revenge of the Sith versions. I think they square out pretty well with her. Looking pretty good, right? Even if we move them out, let's go with an SHF Vader. I can't even remember which one it is because I've modded it. I believe it's New Hope though. So here we are with our Vader. I wanted to look like the Marvel Comics version, so I did some mods. Then we'll do another Black Series Obi-Wan. Right? Now that we've gotten rid of these guys, let's throw our main man Mando in there. So this is the SHF Mando now, with a custom neck peg and a custom cape, in case you are curious. Oop. And then now, we're going to do a big boy. And our big boy is going to be the Heavy Mando. Much bigger than everyone. But I like these three together, so I'm going to do some sort of cool team up. Definitely got to make that happen. Not a day sooner. Couple more. Here is a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. This is where we get at. We're just going to cross over and get weird into the universes. Because I like this stuff. Then we have a Lightning Collection Blue Ranger. Right? Next batch. We have SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga. And then we have a 1.0 Mythic Legions. Because I feel like Mythic Legions fit really well in the Star Wars. It's like a space western that's both futuristic and old all at once. So, yeah. Let's move these guys over. Let's talk about our Hasbro Gi Joe stuff. My Snake Eyes is modded, but he stands at the normal height. And then, last but not least, we're going to do a Mezco. And it's going to be Mezco Cosplay Me. So we're going to enjoy that. Overall, really like the Bo-Katan. I think it's hella fun. It's one of those things where a simple toy brings you simple joy, right? So it's hard to put value on things that you enjoy, because if you enjoy it, it's priceless to you. If you don't enjoy it, it's useless to you. Therefore, value doesn't really come in the sake of what you can or can't get. It's really what you can or can get out of it. And I think Bo-Katan is a great example of showing me why you can spend $24 on a Black Series and have a jolly good time. So, yeah, it's one of those things where we pick and choose what we want and what we like, and that's totally fine. But if you are a Bo-Katan fan, I think that you are really in for a treat with her. Very simple, very elegant, looks really good. Thank you for enjoying, guys. Thank you for enjoying my work. Thank you for watching, especially as I do little different things like this. So as always, please, be good, do good, drink your water. Later.